What's going on, everybody? This is my third video, and this time it's going to be a 4th generation battle. Well, I just got kind of sick of 5th gen, so I decided to do 4th gen because it's probably my favorite generation of Pokemon battling, and it's an OU match today. I guess it's like my Thanksgiving special. I did it yesterday, like I made the video and all of that. I didn't get a chance to do the commentary with people here and all that stuff, so I'll just upload it on Saturday. Well, I did it Thursday. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into it. So he leads off with Empoleon. I lead off with Swampert. And I go for Stealth Rocks right away, not to over-predict, because I figured try and go for the Earthquake, but he'd probably switch. So here he goes for a Stealth Rock, and then I go for the Earthquake, thinking he wouldn't switch if he didn't first turn, but he does. He goes into a Zelf, and I switch out here because I figured there's no way he'd go into a Zelf unless he had Grass Knot, but I guess he was just bluffing it, or he was just doing it to sponge the Earthquake. So he goes for the Nasty Plot, and then I go for the U-turn knowing I'm faster, and I was pretty sure this would kill, but it gets him to red health, so I figured I'll just send in Blissey to take whatever attack he can do. He does a Psychic, which is a decent chunk. I think it takes me down about half. Yeah, that's like 45% after leftovers. So U-turns out here, knowing he can't do anything to me. And I believe I Seismic Toss. Yeah, so he sends in Roserade, and he gets hit by Stealth Rock, and then after my Seismic Toss, he's about half health. And I get Leftovers recovery. He sets up one layer Toxic Spikes, and I go for another Seismic Toss, trying to kill this thing off as fast as I can. So it gets down to red here, and I figure he's gonna switch out here, so I go for a Soft Boil to just try and get myself up to a better HP to take hits. So I Soft Boil, get all the way up to full health, like an asshole, because Blissey's totally unfair, but still good. So he sends in his Tyranitar, he gets a Sandstream going. And I Toxicate. I kind of do a ballsy move here, figuring like he might have had Superpower or something to kill me, but he has Crunch. And even though Blissey has crap defense, I'm pretty sure he's banded because I did quite a bit of damage. So I get the Toxic off on it to try and stall it out so he can't sit in here forever. And I decided to switch out and go to Scizor to make sure he's banded and see if he goes for another Crunch. And sure enough, he does. So it doesn't do, it does okay damage because this isn't a bulky Scizor at all, so it does quite a bit. I go for the Superpower here, kind of expecting him to switch, but I did anyway, and he didn't switch, so he just got a dead Tyranitar. So I'm -1 attack, -1 defense. He sends in his Kabuto, which is named, or his Heracross, which is named Kabuto. I switch out, go into Dusknoir. I get the one layer Poison Spike, so I get poisoned. He goes for Protect, I'm not sure why. Then I figure out he's a Guts variant with the Flame Orb, which I don't know, I don't see that very often. And after all these after-turn effects, I switch out and go into Scizor, figuring he's going for, I don't know, like a Mega Horn, not close combat, but maybe a Mega Horn or a Night Slash. But he protects again, I'm still not sure why. Because he's like stalling himself out of burn. But anyway, he goes for a close combat here, which completely nails me and fucks me over, because he's Guts, Stab, and my Scizor is not bulky at all, so it just gets destroyed. Sending Flagon here, knowing I'm faster, and he switches out. So if I remember right, I think I go for the U-turn. Oh, well, yeah, I go for the U-turn here, but he does a good move and sends in his Roserade, which dies to Rocks, just to see what move I'm going to lock myself into, because I'm pretty sure he knows I'm Scarfed by now. So he sends in his Empoleon, which resists the U-turn, but I go for it anyway. Just get what damage I can. Go back into Swampert, which gets poison to not like toxic poison, so it wouldn't increase, but I just get poisoned, which isn't too bad. And he goes for the Ice Beam, which is a pretty good amount. Like, I'm at like 40% health right now. And he sends in his Zelf again on my Earthquake, which screws me up again. I should have predicted that, I guess, but I didn't want to go for another move and not kill the Empoleon. That'd be kind of stupid. Anyway, he sends in his Heracross here, and he hits me with Omega Horn, which will definitely take me out, because even though I have some... Oh, wow. Never mind. I thought that would take me out. But Oh yeah, I now remember. I went for the Earthquake here, knowing even though he resisted it, that if I can get as much damage as I could, the Sandstorm, the combined Sandstorm and Burn damage would eventually take him out. But I die off by poison here anyway. So yeah, Swampert did pretty good this game. Sending Fly on in to try and scout, see what he's sending in. Goes back into Empoleon. And I go for the Earthquake here. Just trying to get damage. And the Earthquake takes it out. So now all he has left is, I think, a Scizor. Yeah, it's a Scizor. And I go for the Earthquake again because I'm Scarfed and I can't really switch. I don't feel like switching out Pokemon, so just figured just keep going. And he goes for a Swords Dance here, so I don't know. I thought he'd go for the Bolt Punch here and trying to like do his best to sweep through my team, but he doesn't. And I talked to him and I realized he didn't carry it, so I finished him off with the Earthquake, and that was a pretty good game. I don't know. I might be doing some more 4th gen matches, maybe some 5th gen ones. I do like 4th generation more because for a lot of reasons. I don't have time to explain it on here, but that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time.